Hey guys, and welcome to another stream here. Live. There we go. Hey guys, and welcome to another stream here. Live. There we go. Hey guys, and welcome to another stream here. Put this here. Just moving the chat somewhere I can see it. All right. Now that this is live, action and connection, I can the chat somewhere I can see it. All right. Lower the volume there so I not hear myself. All right. So I did put out a video just a couple minutes. I'm just gonna upload it here after the stream. Pretty much just recapping, clicking on post it all over the place. Recap to people, let them know that I've been doing the streams because apparently people didn't know that I was doing the streams. Well, I try to keep people up in the know as much as I can. That I'm working on the game still and stuff like that. So again, this hospital that I'm working on is supposed to be one of the smaller maps. Because this, I don't know if this is one of the... Yeah, this is one of the Liar games. So, again, for the Liar game, I'm not too sure. If I leave and come back, it's going to do a whole saving thing, so I don't want to do that because it does take sometimes a long time to save when I'm doing the stream. But the Liar game that they gave us, the template, is cross-platform compatible, fully networked, deathmatch, and I will be having one of those styles of maps in my game, but I don't have a smaller map, a smaller kind of zombie map for the players to have a deathmatch in, and that is why I'm making the field hospital right now, or the hospital right now. Is it's going to be a smaller map. It's just going to be this area, just the hospital. It's going to be like 4 floors plus a couple of parking lot floors. So as you can see, I'm sectioning them off so they could load and unload depending on the area that they're in. So if you're inside and all the players are over on the right side of the building, this doesn't need to be loaded. So, because I want a smooth, highest FPS as possible. I did try to convert as many meshes to nanite as I could. And I have been looking into, and I think I found a way to try to fix these meshes here. There is a lot of meshes that have windows. These windows are actually built into the mesh. And now I found a way with the new Unreal modeling tool, how to crop the glass out and turn this all into nanite. Again, here's another fully glassed mesh, but it can't be nanite because nanite doesn't work good with translucent materials. It has to be opaque, and nanite doesn't work good with masking, so like foliage. So since these are not nanite, but I did go and make LODs for these. There's 5 levels of LODs for these plants. So no matter how far I get away from them, they still look good. But in fact, they're actually reducing. They're not staying at that high of quality the whole time. You can kind of see it popping here. If you look at this little leaf right here in this section, if I go forward, boom, it popped up. It popped in. And then that's where it's changing its LED. So it's not a super smooth LED. You can still, like, if you're really looking for it, like I was there, because you could see the subtle changes in the the level of detail as the mesh gets into lower poly as you get far away. Obviously, if you get far enough, I'm just going to have it unloaded. It's just not going to be loaded. I'm using the level stream volumes to just fully unload it. So, yeah. As well as this entire building is all individually placed, right? So if I need to make edits later on, it will be a nightmare. Um, so I'm turning a lot of these things into blueprints. So this is back road. So now if I open up this blueprint here and I need to change something, it's a lot easier to change just this mesh here. And again, I could have, like, this mesh is at 0, 0, 0. It's dead center. It's easy to work with. It's easy to know the position. And then compared to trying to work with a mesh that has the position of minus 600, minus 1100, I mean, and 400. I'm just working with a smaller scale there. So right now I was working on this road here, which is kind of a duplicate of that road over here. So I'm trying to get everything set up, but I'm trying to also map where I'm going to have the garage. The garage is going to come down here. So just working on that as well. And so right now I have hidden, I could make visible, but it will look weird because the hospital is there. I have a whole garage kind of pre-set up, but unfortunately it's in the same area. So I would have to, I could take away my persistent level here, and you can see that I have a garage kind of set up. And I'm going to go in here, I move some of my cameras here. Oh, it's referencing a cinematic. But yeah, I'm going to face the garage and have it set up, and obviously you drive down. Oop. Hide this, hide this. Is this somehow in the garage? Yeah, BP parking lot is in the garage. Is this... I think these are accidental copy pastes. It's a good thing I did that. I'll delete those. Yeah, this is what I have planned to have. A couple layers, like just a couple floors. It just feel weird if it's just one floor. I think it would be kind of cool to have 2 floors of this. And then I get elevators and stuff like that working with this. Right, so I'll put that persistent level back up. Open our northeast section, and there's that parking lot and everything fine, and we have our other parking lot over there fine. So yeah, those are just duplicate parking lots, and this is going to be our fence, so you can see the window. And so this is already blueprinted here. This is just level 1 of the north wall. And then I'm going to do floor 1. So I'm pretty much, with this division here, I'm going to have north section 1, or A. And then section B, kind of. Yeah. Just going to do the exterior first. And then I'm going to start working on the interior. Yeah. This fence is already blueprinted here. It's all matched up. Everything looks good. Don't need these lights here. Move some of those over. This is a tray lamp. And this is another blueprint here, just these 4 kind of lamp posts. It's actually, if I look at the details, it's an inverse, a flip version of these 4 light posts because it's the same. This exit road, I don't think there's anything changed to it that I'm gonna need, so I'm gonna just slowly duplicate that, which is Control D. Remember, I'm gonna slide this down. Put it here. Yeah, looks good. All right. So we can start making sure that we got these level volumes in here. So for the east fence, let me see. I think I did a level volume for that itself, just because a level. I made that its own level. But I didn't give it a level volume because this level will most likely be opened on any of these eastern levels. So if you could see this parking lot, you could see the fence. If you could see this, like if you're looking out the window here and you could see this walkway, you could see this fence. Like, so although it has its own level, I'm not going to give it its own level streaming volume. Thinking I'm going to do the same with this fence. I was just wondering because I have this road here, but I think if you see this parking lot, like if you're looking out this window here, you won't see this road, so I won't need to have this road loaded. But you will see the fence. No matter what, you'll see the fence. But there will be times where this could be in a separate level that is not loaded. And this wall would also not be loaded, I guess. If I'm looking from here, yeah, I'm not going to see that wall. So I guess I would make a level with these 2 parts for the exterior. So let's do that right now. Level, create new level. We're just going to have a blank level. And we're going to call it, we're going to click on the fence here. Hospital, finding home, hospital, fence, north. And for that, we're going to Control X, Control V. And now when we look at that hospital north, this disappears and comes back. Just like the hospital east. We have hospital parking lot. Hospital northeast exterior. So that's what I called that. Northeast exterior. I think when I come all the way around, I will include, now that I think about it, this this wall and this wall. I'll include the walls in the north of the first floor into the northeast exterior. Well, should I include all the walls all the way up? Think so, eh? Or maybe I shouldn't. Well, you can see the wall if you're loading the exterior. This isn't much to also load at the same time. So as long as I'm loading the north exterior, because that means anytime I'm in a long hallway looking down, I'll have to load that exterior as well. Because this is also has the internal walls as well. It's done weird like that. I didn't make that decision. Yeah, it has the internal walls as well. Don't mind the color distortion. That's just, I don't know if it's lumen or something, but that's not the way it's going to look when it's built, and it's not the way it looks in the blueprints either. They're actually the same color. Same with the interior. All that wall is actually like a light blue. It's all the same color. Can't really tell here, but looking down the hall, I'll have to load. No, if I'm on the 3rd floor and I'm looking down the hall, I want the 3rd floor wall loaded, but I do not want the other walls loaded. So I can't have all the exterior walls in the same level. No, I cannot. Nope. So this has to get its own level as well. Yep. So we will do north exterior. So create new, empty level. We'll click northeast exterior, and we will just do north exterior. And we will save. And for this north exterior, we'll cut that and paste it. We will make a new level, a blank level. We'll keep with the hospital floor 1. North exterior. There'll be different sections. I think I'm going to go with hospital north, floor 1, north exterior. Because on this wall down here, I'll be hospital south, floor 1, north exterior. Because it's the south section of the hospital, but it's still the north exterior wall of the south section of the hospital. Might sound confusing, but I think if I spell floor out, I don't want this to get too long, but I think if I spell floor out, it would still make enough sense. And again, I will Control X, Control V, and now that will be that. So we want to go to the persistent level, and we're going to duplicate this. We're going to scale it in the X. look at the details here. Probably 10. And we will drag it here. Want to go a little overlapping all the time. Maybe 12. Drag this down. So somebody's come to look out this window. This row will load pretty much. That's what we will do. So we go to levels. So up here I have my level details just because you don't really need that big of an area. So persistent levels, persistent parking lot. Really? Oh, we're not doing the parking yet. We don't have anything for the parking yet. That's right. That's the. I just have a generic parking for the whole underground parking, but we will change that up later. So we have our east fence. We could add a level stream volume right now. The level stream volume we will add is the northeast section for the fence. And we don't need for the east section of the fence, we're not going to be able to see the fence from the north. Like, you won't see this east fence from the north, so that's all we need there. Then, oh, yes. I'm going to go back to the outliner. I'm going to rename this. Again, you can just hit F2. Hospital North. I just call this North Exterior. Level stream volume. F2. We don't need that. So we go back to here. We'll go to, that was the fence, northeast exterior. If we look at that, I already did the level stream volume for the northeast exterior. North fence, we can add both the northeast exterior. If you're looking at the northeast exterior, you should be able to see the north fence, as well as we will add the north exterior. You'll be able to see the fence. If we go to the last that's the north fence, north exterior. Add element. We will do the north exterior. The last one is north exterior floor 1. We won't. Am I going to have the user outside? I might make it, because we have these barricades here, I might make it so you can't jump the barricades or something. We'll make it like an invisible wall. You might allow the characters to go outside. So we will add the floor 1 exterior. We will add the north. And we're going to need to add the northeast as well, I think. Because you should be able to see it if you're in the northeast section as well. Northeast exterior. There we go. I already have a corner piece in here, so I don't think I need this anymore. now we're working on this section here. Let's just see if I do the hold off on the northeast exterior. Yeah, so I got the, with the parking area, I did get these here. It still goes with the northeast exterior, so when I go to the northwest exterior, I'll have to make sure I add these individual parts with it. I might just do that as well. Have a northwest, a west, and a southwest. I'll divide it and do the full directions. So we'll work on the northwest right now. So first things first, if we go to the outliner here, I want to work out this blueprint here. I did already change everything to static, and so far so good with adding decals now to the blueprints. This was not possible in UE4. This definitely looks like it's possible in UE5. Having the blueprints a part of, the decals a part of a blueprint, which is pretty cool. You'll make it pretty simple. Again, now if it's all static meshes later on, I might go back and just replace these all with static meshes. I don't know if that's necessary to section them all off as static meshes or not. But we'll see how our performance is later on. So these plants, I think I want them on the exterior. So we will drag them over here. Well, were they here? They were at 500, 1300. So if we go 1300. I think that's good. This all actives in real time, so see now the plants are actually switched over here and they're a pretty decent distance. Now lights. Again, I will just duplicate these lights. And again, if I want to add actual lights to it, like add a mesh, like if I want to add an actual light, like a point light to each one of these spots, so each one of these actually give off light. Or I could actually take this light bulb instance and maybe I add an emissive to it, because because the lumen now uses emissives to actually give light. I could add the yellow emissive to this, or white emissive to this bulb, and this would provide light. I'm not doing that right now because I do not know if the scene will be daytime or nighttime or not. So I might have it so that later on it will be able to test whether it's day or night, and then the light will come on accordingly. So 1200 into 12 minus 1200. This is not centered. What is this at? 1000. Interesting. Alright, it's not centered. Well, I want the lights to be close to the wall. So it looks like a minus 1000, maybe? Too close. Minus 1100. Oh, minus 1100. Too far. Minus 1050. Is it close enough? I think it's close enough. Light post 1, 2, 3, 4, I'm guessing. Yeah, 3's are taken, so it'll be 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Or this would be 0. Oh, 2, 3. Alright, so Light plus 5, that's fine. Whoa. 1050. Duplicate. And this would be minus 1050. Parking strip? Yeah, I call them parking strips. 2. Parking strip 3. Control D for duplication. And we will go over here. And how far away? Let's slow the camera down here. It's just a little gap. Well, I gotta go a little bit faster than that. Alright. So 7:30. Okay. Parking strip 6. Minus 730. And there should be a parking strip. Is it 5? No, it must be 7. Yeah, there it is. Parking strip 7. Minus 730. There we go. And then we have parking strip 4. Yep. Control D. We just do minus 730. And parking strip. That's road strip. Parking strip 5. Control D. And it's minus 730. The road strips are the ones that are smaller. They're going across here. And boom, we have our blueprint set for our parking lot. Now again, and so this section, if I need to do any edits, add lights and stuff like that, it's easier. Or if I need to add mechanics to things, like maybe you walk up to this light switch and you hit a button and it turns it off and on, it's easier to keep this in the blueprint to kind of save it as is. I find it, so, boom, there we go. So, with this all said and done, let's make a new level here. Create new blank level. And just like before, we had northeast exterior. Right? And we will call it northwest exterior. And we will an element was moved. Not too sure what I moved. Control X, Control V. And as we can see here, northeast exterior now disappears. And we can hide and remove that. It's all part of this hospital level, which is the persistent level. You want to get this guy here. We will duplicate him again. Oh, cancel. For level streaming volumes, obviously they need to be a part of the persistent level. So remember, whatever is blue and highlighted, that's the current level we're working in. So we need to double click the blue level, say hey, we're in the blue level, and then when I duplicate, it now made this level streaming volume in the persistent level, because that's the level we're working in right now. And we want to go to here. would like a little bit of overlap actually. Just like the other one. Guess there's a little bit more distance on this side than there is that side. But I think this is fine. I think this is fine because again, we're gonna make invisible walls so the character can't leave this area for when we're doing shooter games. And then for this level stream volume, again we will F2 to rename. We'll switch this to level stream volume, and we'll do northwest. I had this light here because I wanted to make sure that the was connected properly. So that's done here. I think I want to work on the south wall here. Or this, this west wall here. This exterior wall. We'll continue doing the wall at the same time. Do we need a set of stairs there? It's all individual stairs? I don't know. I have a full blueprint stairs already set up. And again, so these are all individual stairs, right? I have to constantly duplicate all these individual places and move them all. Once you make one blueprint of that, now I can just duplicate the whole blueprint and boom, I got stairs that I can move. And they had stairs right here. But again, my building will be slightly different. Again, it's not a T building like they had. But that's the whole point. You're not supposed to just use the exact thing that you're given. You gotta alter it to make it yours. I am doing some research, by the way. I think I can actually type edge here. I'm actually looking at some hospitals right now to try to get an idea of what my hospital floor is going to look like. Just to get ideas for references, so I'm not just coming out of like nowhere from scratch here. I'm not just building it from scratch. Sorry. Look at the emergency entrance here, stuff like that. Kitchen storage. This is maybe the ground floor. This doesn't have an emergency. Oh, it does have an emergency entrance. The diagnostic imaging room here. Diagnostic imaging room, and then on the on this one, there's also a diagnostic imaging room behind the emergency section. And the St. John Regional emergency entrance here, and behind it is radiation and oncology. But there always is just rooms behind it. There we go. Should probably just click instead of hitting tab millions of times. So I think I'm going to actually keep these windows here. And actually have little rooms like it has here. Take that. And then again, they have blinds and everything kind of set up here. But the blinds and stuff will be done as an interior separate. And we'll be doing lots of different props for those interiors separately. just you guys didn't see this, but I could open this up just as a reference here. Um, the inside wall here. So if I click these, if you can see now that the colors are all the same, you can see that the colors are all the same. When the lighting's done and everything's baked and said and done, they will all be the same. They're not going to be different colors. I'm using tile 10 for color. So some hospitals, a lot of hospitals do that. They have different sections. Each section and each floor and each section are colored the same. So like they'll have the blue sector and the green sector and stuff like that. So I do not know off the top of my head what sector or color the what is going on here? 80? 20. Alright. I think it's supposed to be 70, but I will be making a blueprint. And what else should I grab? I will grab this plate here, this here, this here. Yeah. So I will and what you could do is you'll just grab these and you'll just again go to convert to blueprint. We're gonna go look. I am in my environments, building, hospital building. Click that. I'll hit cancel. I'll actually open that environments, building.